right now. Yes. Yes. All right, guys. We are live. Stream looks good. We look good. We sound good. We sound like rock stars out here. That's what I like to see. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. We good to go. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right,
Let's
guys.
check some one
We
more
are
time.
live.
All
Stream looks
right.
good. We look good.
Yeah.
We sound good.
Yes.
We
Yes.
sound like rock
Okay.
stars out here. That's what I like to see.
All right, we're good. Welcome everybody to the OP Boys live stream. How you guys doing? What's going on? We are back. It's the OP Boys. We're back in the building, guys. This is tais.worldtv, and we got Buggy T Soprano out here going to talk to you about the One Piece chapter, the new beautiful One Piece chapter that came out 1099. Guys, we got a lot to talk about here. We got a lot to get through. So I'm gonna tell you right now, like, comment, subscribe, share. Please help out the channel. We also got a new channel too, Geek Lodestar. We're gonna put the link in the description down below and in the comments of this video as well. So go subscribe there, and we'll put up a few videos for you guys. We're gonna have our first official video May sometime in December. So we'll let you guys know when we're actually gonna do that, okay? So be on the lookout for that. And guys, okay, we gotta talk about this. 1077, man. Uh wow. So Buggy, a lot of things did happen. Some things may have happened. We probably got a little mystery that might have happened. We're gonna talk about that. Let me ask you first. What did you think overall about this chapter?
um, Pretty good chapter. It filled in some plot holes that we needed, like the whole Sorbet Kingdom, how Kuma went out to sea, how he got the name, Bonnie's Devil Fruit. Which is funny because we were
Yeah.
talking about that in the SBS episode last week, and most of the stuff that we talked about came to fruition in this chapter.
Yeah, which is like kind of insane. And one of the things we're gonna get to, but I did want to talk about Bonnie's devil fruit, for example, because you notice in the
Mm-hmm.
chapter she already ate it. Vegapunk didn't give it
Yep.
to her; she already had ate it randomly. Now, I don't know if this was well, of course, this was intentional by Oda, but I don't know if this means that it means anything how she got the fruit or it doesn't. That's the thing I'm not sure. Um, what do you think, Boogie? Like, do you think that he meant something by this, or it's just like it doesn't matter? Or we'll find out in the next SBS when we get it. Like, what do you think about that, man?
Mm, from the way that I remember how devil fruits work, I feel like it was just a random fruit that appeared.
Okay, she just ate it out of nowhere.
Yeah, because you remember the whole process of the devil fruits are the person eats them, he gets their powers, they die. Their
Right.
will gets passed on through the devil fruit, and it randomly shows up in the world.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. But still, it's just like really, like, there's no
Yeah,
big, you know
the
what I
way
mean?
the way Oda did is like, okay, it
Right.
wasn't that big of a deal, but maybe we'll get something about it when we come back to the present time.
Right. Because it's not like the rubber fruit, the Nika fruit where the government had it on a whole ship. They were looking forever for this damn fruit. But the age manipulation is a OP is a no pun intended is a OP fruit too. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh,
I
it goes up there with Toki's fruit because
that's what I'm
those are
saying.
the main
Right.
ones that deal with time and stuff like that.
Right. So I would think that the government would try to get their hands on this too. But it seemed like they ain't really care about it that much compared to the nickel fruit, which I'm very like, how can I say this? Like I'm very surprised about that. Like it's both important fruits. So it's just like, okay, so how did she find it? Like, did she just was somebody making some blueberry pie and they put the fruit in it? They cut it up and put it in the
That's
pie and then
that's the other
her
thing
she ate
too,
it.
especially.
Like, what's going on?
Especially considering now she's got sapphire cell that she can't go outside in the sun.
Right.
Um, maybe it was planted there, or maybe it just randomly showed up. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know, but I just found it kind of weird that that's how she got the fruit.
Yeah, I
I
agree
don't know.
with you on that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it
It's
is
funny
what it is.
because
Yeah.
like after Wano Oda's, you get the well, not the feeling, but you can kind of tell he's like not rushing, but he's trying to get through certain stuff.
Right. Stuff that, mind you, he's had like 20 years to get this stuff done.
25.
20, I'm sorry, took damn 20. That's right. We're gonna talk about that too. 25 years, which is crazy. But he had 25 years to tell the story, and it's like now at the end of this, we're not at the end of it, but we're like gearing towards the end. We're finding out
Mm,
so many things now compared to
we're in the
back
end game
then.
now. Yeah.
Yes, we are in the end game now, and it's crazy. Like, and some of the stuff he had to put on SBS because he's already like so far in the story that the things that he wanted to bring he couldn't bring because it had nothing to do with the story at that point. So that's why he'll
It's
put it in
funny
SBS.
because he when we were reading the doing the stuff for the SBS, he was saying, "Oh, I'm gonna have to introduce that in a chapter," and it just so happened to be in this chapter.
Exactly. So
But
it's like,
but we also we never got the official card. You know how usually Oda always gives us the information on these little texts in these cards at the when they get introduced to a new character.
yes.
So I'm surprised he didn't do that, which I'm sure he's saving that for something.
I'm sorry for which one?
The reveal of Bonnie's fruit.
Oh yeah, that's true. And that's why I'm saying, like, I felt like it was so
We,
weird that he just went past that. Like, it was not a big
we didn't
deal.
get one for Garcia either. Jay Garcia, we didn't get one for him either. So
Well, I get
I
that
feel like whenever we do
because
get that, we're gonna
yeah,
get all that information.
yeah. Well, I do get that one because that's a whole new territory that we're into.
Yeah.
Regarding his devil fruit, so it's gonna need more of an explanation. So I that I'm cool, but it's just like with Bonnie, we've seen her for so long, and we didn't know really what her devil fruit was really until now. I would have thought that it would have been a special thing of how she got the fruit. But it turns out, well, I was wrong because I thought that Vegapunk gave her this fruit to cure her disease, which it's not. Vegapunk, well, we're gonna get to that part, but that's not how that happened. She just randomly ate it out of nowhere. Which I mean, okay, because
Yeah.
yes, devil
Which
fruits are found randomly, but still, it's just
when we
still
were
like
doing the
you
SBS
know
thing last week, me and you initially thought it was gonna be Vegapunk that gives her the fruit.
exactly, and that's not what happened. Like that had nothing to do with Vegapunk. Oh, I still don't know if it does, but she found this fruit very randomly. We don't even know how she found the fruit. She just started to just do. She didn't even know she had the fruit. She just started to do it
Yeah,
out of nowhere.
exactly.
So it's just like there's more to that story. I feel like, but we'll find out later on in the SBS or in the story. I just find it so weird that she, how it went down. That was just like kind of weird to me. Um,
Also,
yeah.
couple things. We got a little bit more backstory on Bonnie of what happened when Kuma left her to go.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so real quick to get to circle my way back into that. Kuma got rid of Bakori twice, but the second time Bakori came with
Ships.
Navy fleet or Navy ships. Kuma
Yeah.
sunk all of them, and that's why
By
he had to
himself.
go to sea to become a pirate
By himself. By
by
himself,
himself.
bro. By himself.
And
Listen. Oh
it's
my God.
it,
Mm. Go
it's
ahead. Go
funny
ahead.
because before he did that, he gave Bonnie to the previous ruler of the land before
Bulldog, I
Bakori,
believe the name.
King Bulldog,
Yeah.
and we see Connie, who is his wife or his mom, if I don't remember correctly, and we see Bonnie training in a way to level up her, or not level up, but like increase her
Yeah, get
stamina.
stronger. Right. Here's the stamina. Right.
Yeah, learning how to use her power, and we see how it's funny because in the Reverie. we saw Bonnie running around like this old lady disguised as her.
Right. Right. And I didn't catch that until like I didn't catch that until later. I didn't catch that, which is crazy. Cause and that's the thing. Like talking about Kuma for example, talking about him. I know he was powerful, but I didn't know he was this powerful. Like,
I'm glad you brought that up.
dude,
I was gonna bring that
yo,
up.
dude. I mean, he already brought it up with the shit, so I'm like, yo, dude,
Yeah,
literally.
when I sent you that gif of Orange Jr., I was like, yo, I forgot about.
Yeah, for real. Like I and he did that to Orange Jr., son. And again, and that's the thing. Like, I forgot how powerful this dude is. Like, he literally destroyed that whole castle by himself. Like,
Oh yeah,
going back to that. Let me go back to it. Yeah, he literally destroyed the whole goddamn castle.
yeah.
I'm very surprised that Cardi's alive. I'm very surprised because that should have killed him. And that's the thing. And I don't know if that's because of Kuma himself or that's just because of plot. Because honestly, a lot of people should have been dead. The way
Yeah.
the span of that attack, he should have been going. And that's my question. Like, has he been killed already? That I've seen. I think he
I
has, right?
I don't think so.
Because that's crazy if he went through this whole time and not had nobody to leave. Like, that's insane. That's also Batman level stuff. Like, if you're able to leave your enemies alive and you have that kind of OP power, done. And then, like you said, bringing it back to the ships. Homie, hold on, let me see how many ships. I think it was 3 ships. Two of them were like middle sized, middle class ships. And I think the one in the middle was an actual battleship that Kuma destroyed, all 3 of them. Can you believe that shit? All 3 of them, bro.
I I believe it after we saw what he did to Orange Jr.
Yeah, so it's like it's out the theater. That's why I'm glad looking back at I'm going back through the old episodes, and it's just like, bro, we saw things that I didn't notice before. Like, what I showed you last night with Dory and
That's why
Brody.
it's yeah, that's why it's so good to like, especially now considering we're at in the story to go back and revisit
Right.
some of these moments.
Oh my gosh. And it's like, yo, as when I'm younger, 'cause I never rewatched One Piece after I watched it the first time, going through it. I didn't notice that they already did Ikaku Saruman, for example. I didn't notice that that's what they did. And then now to see it fast forward with Big Mom and Kaido doing it, and then Dory and Broggy did it after destroying Kid's ship. It's just like, bro. And mind you, this is something that Zoro. Can you imagine, bro? But anyway,
Yeah.
just going back to Kuma. Kuma is really a gentle giant, bro, because he really could have killed people with his fruit, and I'm surprised he hasn't killed anybody yet. Very surprised, bro. Very
Also,
surprised.
one my biggest takeaway from this chapter, besides Bonnie getting her devil fruit and the how the pacifistas came to life, but two important things here. One,
Uh-oh. You
Kuma
bringing
went
it
to
up?
all the locations where he sent the straw hats.
Yes. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. Thank you. I was waiting for you to bring that up.
And then
Oh man.
second
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
is when he's having that conversation with Dragon, talking
Yes.
about what Kuma's been up to and what Dragon's been up to, and we find out that Ivankov's already in Impel
In
Down.
prison. Right. Which I was like, oh, I
And
thought
we
he
and
that's crazy.
Dragon gives information to Kuma about Vegapunk.
Yes, and that's
And
how he finds out about Vegapunk and going over there. Yeah.
my biggest takeaway from all this is where Dragon at the end says, "Go where the winds of fate take you." If you know,
Yes.
you
You
know.
know. Right. Right. Because every time somebody says something, when Oda like highlights the actual word. Now I saw the
Yeah.
word, but I didn't realize what that meant. Like, did that mean that?
That specifically is in all bold letters too, which is weird.
Right. So I kind of thought that it might have been like, oh well, maybe it's preluding to Egghead. That's what I thought he meant by that.
Yeah.
But no, it could be we got the answer. to who the man is. Was it the flame? Not the flame man. The guy with the black ship
Mm.
that Luffy and the others got to see.
It's
This might
funny
be,
you bring that up because this is the first time we've ever seen Dragon ship.
yeah. And it's all black, pitch black,
Another thing I wanted to
midnight
bring up.
black, bro. Midnight black, bro.
If we come back to present time and Dragon is not in Egghead in some capacity, I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
upset. I'm just gonna be let down because
yeah. Because I'm like, nah,
we're seeing so much of Dragon in Egghead and in the flashbacks. Like it's crazy. This is one of this one of these characters for like 25 years. Oda hasn't really shown much of him. And the other thing I want to address is
right.
people are saying Dragon is a terrible leader. Like you have to
Oh yeah,
understand.
yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, bro.
You
Cook 'em,
guys have to
please.
understand.
Yeah,
In the very beginning, when Dragon just started, they weren't even the revolutionaries at that point. They were the freedom fighters.
right.
How are you gonna? You barely have any resources. You barely have any money to do anything. How are you gonna go to Marijoa to try to rescue Ginny and possibly risk your whole operation?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
And the
Because it's
fact
like
he
you
gave
said.
Kuma all the information he needs for Bonnie, like
How you gonna say he
come
don't give
on.
a fuck? That's the crazy thing. Like, no, I don't.
This
We
man
don't see.
saved
That's
his
the
own
thing.
son from Smoker and Buggy.
Yes, but that's the thing. We don't know how powerful this man is.
That
That's
is
the
true.
one thing. We don't know how powerful he is. I'm not saying he's not powerful. What I'm saying is we don't know how powerful he is because I'm glad you brought that up, Buggy. Because going back to Logtown, I just passed that in the pre time skip, and I forgot this man blew everything away at that
Yep.
moment. Everything. He destroyed cannon. Yo, he destroyed cannons. He blew Luffy away and the others away. Like it was insane how powerful his thing is. Like it's insane. So my thing is it's like you said, what was he gonna do? Like, yeah, he's a powerful character, maybe, but he don't have that army that he did what we
Yeah.
have now. It's not the same.
And look
Sabo
now,
was
he's
not
got
where he
Sab.
was now.
I'm glad you brought that up. Sabo's his second in command, and
Yeah.
look at the waves he's causing across the world.
Exactly. Exactly. So to say that Dragon is a trash like leader, that's like crazy because the man does care for his people. He does. It's just he did not have the resources because remember, he would have to go to marry Joe to go
Exactly.
get Jenny. Get it. It's not like
That's
it
no easy feat on
was
its
at
own.
the Reverie. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mind you, and mind you, at the Reverie, they went at where security is arguably at its highest.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
they
Green Bull
got rid of
and
their food
Fujitora,
reserves.
yes,
Officially
fought
declared war
two
on them,
and fought two goddamn admirals.
admirals.
Now, mind you, it's not a Kainu, it's not a Kainu, and it's not the older ones, no. But these men are still powerful in their own right
Yep.
as admirals, and they couldn't
And it
even really fight fully because the Celestials were there, so they were a little bit nerfed
and it's
still.
funny because the admirals were kind of fighting each other. If you remember that,
Yeah, I remember that because Fujitora was
Fujitora.
like, I don't give a damn. I'm calling a meteor strike, bro. We getting rid of all of these celestial dragons right now, right now, goddamn now. And I
And
wish, man. Go ahead, bro.
that's where I feel like I made the discussion, not the discussion, but like I brought up like there's gonna be certain Marines that are gonna be opposed to the Celestial Dragons are gonna be
Celestial
against them
dragons,
in the
right?
final war. Fujitora's definitely one of them.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I can see him defecting, like uh, homie did.
Remember,
It's with
he
the
also
black
wanted to
bit.
get rid of the warlord.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, my bad. You blacked out for a second. Say that again.
No, that I was saying like Fujisaur's gonna definitely be one of those people at the end that oppose the celestial dragons. Now,
Right. Oh yeah,
maybe
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Kainu because we know he does not like the celestial at all.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing. Like Aokiji, I feel like that's how what's it is gonna be. Fujitora. He's gonna be like Aokiji and just fuck it, I'm done. Now we don't know if Akiji's like part of Sword. That's the thing. We don't know. We don't know.
I
But
still have a feeling he is.
I do too. I do too. It's just it just lines up too well. You know what
Like
I'm saying?
he's deep undercover.
Yeah. Because I really feel like if he really wanted to kill Garp, he would have. I think. Hey,
And
it's possible for him to do with
remember what he said to
get a
Smoker?
jump.
Like
Yeah.
I'm still the same person
Right.
when Doflamingo was about to kill him.
Ooh. Oh, you know what's crazy? Now, sorry, just real quick. Now that you bring that up, yo, we haven't seen Smoker for a very long time.
That's
I
that's
re-
the other thing too, bro. Like
Damn.
where's Smoker, bro? Where's
Yo, for
Smoker?
real. Like, yo, like this pre-time skip,
We s-
yo, he
we
beating the
we
shit
freaking
out of
saw
Luffy,
Tashigi,
bro.
but where the hell Smoker?
For real. Like, yo, he was beating the shit out of like Straw Hat. I mean, out of Luffy for the longest time in the pre-time skip. Now we have to post. Now we got post-time skip. I don't see nothing of Smoker until he got that L from Virgo and was about to get annihilated, decimated, sliced up like blueberry pie by Doflamingo. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Um,
like funny. Yo, it's crazy. Yeah, I need to see him back. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
going back to the chapter, we see Kuma and Bonnie show up to Egghead, where it's not gonna look like this in the future, but we see the beginnings of it.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry. One more thing. I sorry, because I wanted to bring this up too, really, really quick. So, I saw on Reddit a man named by Carol Thacker. If you're watching this, man, shout outs to you. Um, he had the theory that the man marked by flames, as it was brought up by Kid, before they left Wano. Actually, in the last like 2 episodes before. Recently, that dragon is the man marked by flames because, as Kid said it in 1081, he has a pitch black ship, which dragon, as we see, has a pitch
Yeah,
black ship.
and like I was saying, this is the first time we ever see his actual ship.
Right, and he can create whirlpools too.
hmm That's that, dude. I don't want to jump head first
Right,
into this theory,
right,
but
right,
this
right,
is
right, right, right,
way
right,
too
right,
good,
right.
way too good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I wanted to bring it up because this sounds kind of perfect. I'm not even gonna hold you. And if that, and I think and we said this in the group chat, like if that's what this is, and if that's true, then that means that Luffy was always going to meet his father. He was destined to meet his
Yeah,
father, which is
yeah.
why he protected him on
I'm
Logtown.
I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking about this like on my own. Like at some point, he's gonna meet his dad. He has to.
Right, but we didn't know how. We thought it would be by Egghead. We would be like, yeah, we been thought he was gonna meet him at some point, but this is crazy because this leads him to his father, which is insane. Why hasn't he showed up? I don't. Well, I don't know.
Well, we know
I
why.
don't know. Well, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, like he could have just popped in at any time. Hey, how you doing, man? I just want to check on you, see you good. All right, let me get out of here, and then just just get out of there. But maybe he was waiting for this. He wanted to see how strong his son can become, to see if he can, because maybe through Luffy he can win the war.
Yeah,
Maybe he also knew that he was
maybe
Joy Boy.
he's also. Yeah, I was just gonna bring that up.
Maybe that's the crazy thing. If he, oh my God,
See that
if
that's
he,
that's the other thing about this story too is everybody's waiting on Joy Boy. Everybody.
yeah, yeah,
That's the
especially
main
Kuma,
figurehead to find the One Piece or to overthrow the celestial dragons and Emu and all this stuff.
right? And that's why I'm saying if Dragon knew that his son was Joy Boy,
Why also just to harp on that real quick before we jump back into this. Shanks, literally right after Wano, after looking at the picture, hey Beck, it's time to claim the One Piece.
Yeah. Now, and that's another thing too. Would Shanks have to fight Luffy, or does he have to kill him? Like, what is it that
I
Luffy specifically does to gain that
I
one
think
piece?
Shanks is fighting Blackbeard no matter what. That's
Okay,
that's that's
that's
his
fair.
main goal from the very beginning, finding Blackbeard and fighting him, or whatever he's gonna do with Blackbeard.
Got you, got you.
Because remember,
And
Blackbeard was
that
the
could
one
be
that gave
true.
him the scars on his eyes.
Scar, right, right. And we still didn't see that fight.
Nope.
We still didn't see that fight, and I don't know what the
Which
hell happened.
I feel like
I,
Oda saving that juicy stuff for that later on. Because remember, we still don't know about Blackbeard. We just know Whitebeard picked him up from a random island. He doesn't sleep.
right,
He's got
right,
the will of Zebek, and he's got two devil fruits.
right. And my other thing is too, and I've said this in another video, and I think I said this with you. I didn't think Blackbeard was that. That's why I find it hard to believe that Blackbeard did that to Shanks, because Blackbeard does seem weaker
Yeah,
compared to everybody else. You know, and I'm talking about Yonko though. That's what I'm talking. Because and that's the thing that I have an issue. That's why I'm thinking something tell me, and they might not be working together. I don't know. It's just weird that he almost got folded by Law.
yeah,
He almost got folded by Law. As we seen with Shanks, he don't play that game. One shotted kid and his right hand man. Kill him. No problem.
yeah,
Seconds. Seconds. For Blackbeard, they had to jump him, basically. So maybe his crew jumped Shanks. But again, I don't know because he didn't have that army at that time when he fought Shanks.
yeah.
And then actually it's crazy too because I went back, I saw that. Remember that scene in the anime where I said Whitebeard. Mihawk comes to that island to show Shanks that Luffy, got a reward. I mean, got a wanted poster
Oh,
of his
wanted
first
poster. Yeah.
bounty. Yeah, and I'm thinking that happened after the fact. Maybe they fought them afterwards, and then that's why. Because I remember specifically Shanks was like, "Yo, I'm not in the mood right now. Like, get out of here." And the whole
Yeah.
sky was black and shit. I think I showed you. The whole sky was black and shit. And then as soon as he saw, the poster, everything went back to normal.
I have to look at that.
Well, I'm telling you, I think I sent you the video. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video too. I'm send it to you again. But yeah, everything went black after he saw that Warner post. So I'm thinking, and I'm bringing this for a reason. Maybe that's how. 'Cause remember, Shanks said that he was gambling on Luffy.
Mm, yeah,
Maybe when he saw that, he was like, "Oh, I was right. Okay, he is Joyboy. Let's wait till he, gets to that point, so we can get that One Piece now." Because when he, like you said, when he showed that wanted poster of Joyboy, that's when he was like, "Okay, let's get the One Piece."
yeah.
Mm.
So,
I'm sorry, bro. Oh
let's
my god. Go ahead,
no,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
let's get back to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Vegapunk
yeah, yeah.
and Kuma talking about him. It's funny because you're talking about people waiting on certain people. Vegapunk was waiting on Kuma to make these pacifistas.
Let me. Can I? Vegapunk is a bastard.
Oh yeah, manipulative.
Like he is a bastard. As soon as he heard Buccaneer, bro, oh, you're a Buccaneer. Oh, well, you know what? Yo, let me
Well,
make this transactional
from
equivalent exchange real quick. Yo.
I think he was reading his blood. I think that's why he knew he was a Buccaneer.
Yeah, but I guess when he heard it though, he was like, because remember he was saying like, "Yo, your muscles are so big, like your muscles are so dense, like you look like a tank, bro. Like, what have you been eating? Like, what's going on here? You been eating that creatine, bro? What's happening?" And then he says, "I'm a buccaneer," and that just made everything make sense for homie. And then he even said you know I'm a government official, right? Like you telling me
Yeah.
this, even though I'm a government official. And Kuma says, "Well, listen, Dragon trusts you." You know what I'm saying? Oh, that hurt. That hurt me in my soul because Kuma went through so much these past couple of, through his backstory, bro. And now he's making a deal with the semi-devil, if you want to call it that. I mean, Vegapunk says, "Yo, you know what? I got a cure for Bonnie, but I need your body to help my research." And come to find
See,
out, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
they also like twisted of what Vegapunk was initially his idea
I was gonna
was
bring that up.
for
Right,
the
right.
pacifistas.
Yes, yes, yes. Because he wanted to like get rid of pirates, like period. Like he wanted to like make like a utopia, like a safe utopia,
The
basically.
the pacifistas were supposed to be heroes that protect the weak and helpless.
Right, to protect the weak and helpless, which at that time were like pirates at that time. Now
Yeah.
the line's a little bit blurry now that Vegapunk sees. So this was intended for something else. Now the idea of that something else came from, as we see from Saturn. And it seems like Saturn has a lot to do with Kuma's backstory. A lot. Now, whatever happened on God Valley made Saturn very in Kuma's life. Because I
Yeah.
thinking, because I remember
At,
Kuma was, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, at that moment they were intertwined.
Yeah, because I remember Kuma saying, "Yo, I don't want to, I want to be free. I'm not your slave." Like, you know, I hate to say this, but you remember the Chappelle show?
Of course.
Okay, remember with the time when the haters, play haters ball when they went
The
back in
haters
time,
the player.
haters ball when they went back in. Basically, what happened? See what happened? He was like, "Yo, I'm not your
Oh,
fucking slave, bro. I'm not your slave, bro. I'm out of here. I'm leaving, bro. I got,
oh,
I got, I got this stuff, bro. I got the weapons. We're out." So, but no, but seriously though, it's funny because their destinies intertwined. So that's why going back to it, Puma has to become an egghead. He has to.
yeah,
And he
for sure.
has to. And more than likely, he is going to fight Jay Saturn to save everybody. Which would
Yeah,
be, and I think you said this a while ago. This would be the reverse Saboni.
and also mm, I don't know how, but he has to see Luffy in his Gear 5 form. Bonnie as well.
Mm. I thought she
Just,
did see him, no?
I don't think Bonnie ever saw Luffy in his Gear 5 form.
I have to look back because I thought he did when he went. Remember when he went big and then he grabbed Kizaru? Wasn't
I'd
she
have to
not
go
there?
back and read it.
I have to go back too, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I
What
think
was you saying?
I think she was a floor below that one.
Oh, that's right. Cause that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
Oda's saving
Gotcha.
it for Kuma and Bonnie to see Luffy together.
But the only thing is, I don't know how. I don't know how they're going to do that because Luffy, as of right now, cannot go back to Gear 5. Like
Yeah, he's
it
out of
seems
commission right
like,
now.
yeah, it seems like he took it like that attack, the Dwarf Star attack, took more out of him than we previously thought because he hasn't gotten back up. Now, mind you, we've been
Um,
in the backstory this whole time, but still, yeah.
yeah. I wanted to go back to Garcia real quick. How the conversation between Vegapunk and Kuma, how he was saying, "Oh, honestly, if it cured Bonnie, I would make a deal with the devil himself." And what do we see in the next panel? Jay Garcia.
Hmm. Now,
And
I
and it's
wanted to
funny
add,
because like
yeah,
what he was saying too is the clone soldiers are meant to be weapons, not pacifists.
right, right. Hey, yo, and you know what? Also, to add to that conversation, I think Vegapunk was like something like, "Are you sure?" Because Dragon's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like
Yeah,
that you made this deal with me. And I was like, yeah, dude, look at what the hell you just did. Like
I
you
mean
literally made an army of these motherfuckers.
the whole purpose of him doing this was to cure Bonnie, and like, yeah, Dragon might be upset. There's pacifistas running around looking like Kuma, but when you do anything for the person you love.
Of course, of course. No, I don't think he would have been mad at Kuma per se. I think he would have been more mad at like
Yeah, Vegapunk.
Vegapunk because he's using his friend, his dear friend's likeness or cloning him to protect the world government, which is what he's trying to overthrow. So I see where he's coming from with that. I definitely wholeheartedly see that. But that's why I
And
gotta say, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
my favorite thing from the besides, like, it's a good chapter overall, but I feel like this is one of these chapters that's gonna get lost
Yeah, because
in the
there's not
back burner
like
once like more stuff
yes,
comes out.
I agree because there's not a lot of action in this. There's not a lot of
It's just
suspense per
more
se.
backstory
It's
of
just
Kuma
more
and Vanya.
right. It's right, and I'm not getting bored by this at all. Like
I'm not. I'm not.
yeah, like it's more like I'm getting very depressed in
Yeah,
Puma's backstory page, like a chapter after chapter after chapter. Now again,
and it's funny
yeah,
because
go ahead.
like I feel like this might be the last chapter before we maybe the next chapter is like half flashback and the other
Yeah,
half is us
yeah,
back in present time.
I'm glad you said that because I feel the exact same way. I'm like, okay, I think we've reached the apex of this backstory. So
Yeah.
either in the milestone chapter or the chapter after that, we're going to get back to the present. And let me tell you something. If I see, oh my God, if I see Kuma standing up, pop up right in front of Jay Garcia, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking
And
lose it, bro. I'm gonna lose
I
it.
I remember
I'm gonna lose it.
me and you were also talking how Kuma
Ugh.
might Kuma's memories might be inputted into something, or I forgot. I think it was BDA who said it, or Roger, how Kuma's consciousness gets uploaded and everybody sees the real nature of the world government and the Celestials.
Which, and I think we talked about this. I think we said that that would be like a big FU
Yeah.
to the world government
Remember,
because,
this
hmm,
I I I I keep harping on this. And an incident is supposed to happen at Egghead. We're not at
right,
that point yet.
right. Because remember, an admiral just got knocked down, not getting
Yeah,
back up yet. That's
yeah.
unprecedented for a Yonko, especially a recently new Yonko, to do some
Not
shit.
not not just a Yonko, an admiral too.
Well, remember, because usually Luffy's a Yonko, so it's like he's one of the youngest Yonkos, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So he got knocked down. So Kizaru, OG Admiral, got knocked down by a Yonko, a new Yonko. So that's happening now. And not only that, now you're gonna have Kuma give the big middle fingers and just spread his Bluetooth thoughts everywhere,
That
bro.
that's definitely happening. It has to.
Yeah, because oh my gosh, bro. Oh, my thing of it is, this has been like an experience, bro. Like
Yeah.
seeing what we're seeing up until this point, and now we're seeing Kuma about to give his life seemingly to fight Saturn.
I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to touch on these last two panels before we finish up.
Okie doke.
Kuma talking to Vegapunk. Me, a saint? Don't be silly. I'm just a spineless pacifist. Of course, I love keeping the peace. Vegapunk, keeping the peace, eh? I like the sound of that. Why don't we call them a pacifista?
Pacific is this out. Oh. Mm. And they kept the fucking name too. That's the most fucked up part about this whole thing.
Yeah.
They kept the name after the Pacificans was just like laying rage to everybody that didn't agree with the world government. And I do want to see before we get back to the present day, I do or Egghead, I do want to see how did Kuma feel about this. originally. Like when he first saw them in action. How
Yeah,
did he feel
yeah,
about
yeah.
this?
You got a point. You got a
Because
point.
I yeah,
There's also, you know what? I just thought of something right now.
yeah.
Whatever backstory we're gonna get left is after this procedure happens, and then he's officially a warlord. Because we still have to get that. I just remember that.
Mm,
So I feel like
mm,
we might see everything from him officially becoming the pacifista to all the way to him protecting the Sunny, him being a warlord. We're gonna see that for sure.
yeah, and that's the thing because we still don't know about that either. We didn't even know that he been to these places that he said the straw has to with Chopper. Like we didn't even
I
know that
also
crap.
feel like that
So
was a secret thing he told Vegapunk to do as well before he officially became all robotic and cybernetic.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure that had to come with some conditions. Because remember, he basically Vegapunk made this man a cyborg. He made him a cyborg, property of the world government. And I'm sure Jay Saturn came through and was like, "Hey, he's property of the world government now. He stays with us." And if that's what happened, oh my god, and if homie is sentient, like if he realizes, like, yo, I just made a deal with the devil yet again. I got fucked over again,
Basically.
dude. What is Oda doing to us, man? I don't. Buggy, what is Oda do to us right now, bro? Like for real.
I don't know.
What is
He's
he?
punching us in the gut. That's for sure.
Yo, for real. Like it's like yo. Ever since we got this backstory, we've been getting more heartache from Oda, man. And I'm just like, yo, Oda, are you okay, bro? Are you alright?
You okay, my guy?
Oh, for real. Like I know you're sick, but goddamn, what are you doing, my guy? So yeah, I mean, so as we're coming to a close with this episode, how do you feel about this chapter overall? Like now that we, talked about it and went over it.
It's a pretty good chapter considering like the fact like we were talking about like all this stuff is coming full circle. Like him being at the locations where he sent the straw hats, Bonnie getting her devil fruit, Dragon talking with Kuma about Vegapunk, and then Ivankov. Like it's it's all just like coming in full circle.
Yeah, and this leads me to believe, like, and we talked about this. This leads me to believe that we're gonna get a big confrontation. I feel like on Egghead between himself and Jay Saturn as like the last fight. You know what I'm saying for Kuma. Now we don't know if he's actually gonna fight him because right now Kuma is so damaged right now. It's not even
Yeah,
funny.
that's the other thing. He's pretty banged up.
Yeah, because he's been he done got shot at because he's trying
He
to.
also got into a little scuffle with a kaido.
Right. I was gonna bring that up too. I was gonna bring that up too. Like his I think he burnt his foot. I don't know if he has a foot now, and he's basically like 2 HP left, about to fight a whole boss battle
Yeah,
with
for real.
Jay Saturn. So it's like, oh, I'm not ready for that, bro. I'm not ready. And we're not on break either, which makes it like worse. So it's like it's still good, but it's worse because it's like, uh, okay. All right, man. Do we have anything else left to say right now?
No. As far as the score, I'm gonna give it an 8, solid 8. Pretty good
I'm gonna
chapter.
give it a solid 8 too. Yeah, I again,
Lot of information.
yeah, and again, this is probably a chapter that's gonna be like you said, it's gonna be like underrated, um, because not a lot of stuff happened, but a lot of we did get a lot of
Yeah.
information in this, so we're gonna go forward with that. So, yeah. All right, man. So is that all we got? That's it we got for this episode, my guy.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's it. Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the
Oh,
notification
I
bell.
forgot. I hope you guys had a
What's
good
up?
happy Thanksgiving. I completely forgot that was your
Oh
celebration.
yeah, we forgot. That's right. It's a couple
Yeah,
days
because
after
we were
Thanksgiving. We
off this week.
forgot.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully you didn't eat too much. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully y'all getting some good rest too. And with that.